There are thousands of rivers on Earth. They sweep across our continents, providing clean and fresh water for billions of people around the world. Some are deemed more significant than others. In the United States, these rivers are considered national treasures for their natural, cultural, and recreational value. The water is managed and protected to keep the river free-flowing so it will remain enjoyable for future generations. In northern Nebraska, there is an untouched river that very few can say they've heard of. Known for its sandy shorelines, cold spring branch canyons, waterfalls, and diverse plant and animal communities, is the Niobrara National Scenic River. An oasis for kayakers, canoers, tubers, and wildlife. The Niobrara Valley, considered the center of the heartland of America, therefore is home to a number of vastly different ecosystems, all converging in the valley. The Niobrara River has been commonly referred as the biological crossroads of the Midwest. This unique and rare intersection has become home to a plethora of flora and fauna, many of which live on the edge of their geographic range. Merging from the north, south, east, and west. From these regions come 6 different ecosystems that have found their niche in the Niobrara River Valley. These different environments overlap in their directional range limits. Stretching from the south and east are 3 prairie ecosystems, the tallgrass, mixed grass, and sandhills. Approaching from the west is a coniferous forest with inhabitants typically found in the Rocky Mountain region. Also found is the eastern deciduous forest that extends its western corridor, and lastly the boreal forest that pushes its southern boundaries. One of the rarer ecosystems in the Niobrara is the boreal woodland. When venturing along the Niobrara River, you will only find members of this community along favored riparian areas. Residents of the boreal forest can generally be found in these types of cooler microclimates along spring branch canyons and typically on north-facing slopes. The streams and seeps from the emerging groundwater create a cooler environment that the forest inhabitants require in their specialized niches. Near the Niobrara River is the tallest waterfall in Nebraska, Smith Falls. The surrounding area of Smith Falls is the most evident home of boreal species that reside near the Niobrara River. This woodland is a unique and rare ecosystem that inhabits the river. The boreal ecosystem signifies the valley's past, present, and hopefully its future. One of the main inhabitants is the paper birch tree, named after its paper-like birch bark. This type of tree is known to supply the bud catkin. Catkins are a favorable food source for many birds for its richness in protein. Unfortunately, in recent years, paper birch mortality rates have increased and are dying before producing any new seedlings. The tree is sensitive in the Niobrara River Valley, and environmental conditions have changed in a way that hasn't been favorable for the paper birch to reproduce at a normal rate. One possible reason could be the region's rise in temperatures that could be attributed to climate change. The paper birch has a neighbor, the Smith's aspen tree. You cannot find this type of aspen just anywhere. The Smith's aspen is a hybrid species of the most widely distributed tree in the U.S., the quaking aspen, and the big-tooth aspen that falls on its most western range limits. Hybridization is quite common in the Niobrara Valley due to this convergence of ranges. The crossbreeding of the two aspen is just one example of two different parent species meeting, breeding, and producing a hybrid offspring. The Niobrara National Scenic River provides a home for many unique and diverse species. Whether it is a plant or animal, rare or common, the goal is to preserve the important remnants of the Niobrara River's past and present. Whether you come for the Niobrara River's scenery, animal and plant diversity, to take a walk into the past, or relax by engaging in recreational activities, we must understand the part these 6 different ecosystems have in maintaining the things we come to the river to enjoy. Whether or not you find pleasure in the boreal forest, coniferous forest, eastern deciduous forest, tall mixed or sandhills prairie, remember that all 6 of these ecosystems play an important role in the health and vitality of the Niobrara National Scenic River. And it is critical for us to help in the preservation of the river and its surrounding communities, since without the presence of an ecosystem diversity, it can greatly affect our ability to continue in recreational activities. This simply can be done by following signs and following the Leave No Trace policy. With your help, we can keep the Niobrara National Scenic River an oasis for future generations.